Okay. Let's talk about Norfair. Everybody's favorite section. Upper Norfair. Super easy. You'll never lose any time here. That's a lie. You'll lose a lot of time in Upper Norfair all the time forever. Because it's actually a really difficult section in every category. Alright, so last time we went through Brinstar, we killed Kraid. We talked about ammo conservation coming out of Kraid. We'll talk about that a little more here. But you should just be at this elevator now. So this room is kind of particular. The fastest strat involves going off and like doing some like ball morph down back shenanigan stuff. I'm bad at it, so we're not gonna go over that. I'm just gonna talk about the strat that I do here, which is doing a spin jump off the left of the elevator. So hold jump and left. You'll do a spin jump off the left of the elevator. And during this spin jump, you want to auto deselect super missiles. Okay. If you don't want to auto deselect, you can just select supers, but it will change how you need to do the door at the bottom of the room. So what I like to do is while I'm falling, just hold select and tap item select. Hold item cancel, which is select in this case, and then tap item select, which in my case is X, twice, so that we get an auto deselect super here. Then you run off, do a down back. Okay, you down back off this platform, and in the middle of your down back, you actually want to let go of back, because if you don't let go of back, what's going to happen is you're going to land right here, and you don't want that. You want to do just a little bit of a down back, okay? And then once you pass this ledge, then you want to continue your down back. Let's kill this guy too. Continue your down back, and then you can just kind of fall and weave back and forth between the rest of the platforms. Do not bonk that, it's bad. I'm amazing. Down back, stop, down back. Man, I keep landing there. Okay, spin jump off, down back, stop, down back, weave down. You'll have your super auto deselect going here, and then you want to shoot this door on your way down and hold that shot, which will give you a charge shot as you're running into this door. Okay, so I'll show what the whole room looks like. That's what it looks like. If you don't do the auto deselect on the super, you can't just hold shoot. What you need to do instead is quickly switch off of the super and then hold shoot. Some people may find that a little easier, but I personally find the auto deselect to be better. So that's that room. You can technically farm this guy with a missile if you really want to. It's pretty hard though. There we go. It's pretty hard and it's kind of slow. I wouldn't recommend it for this category specifically. Alright. This next room is going to change depending on something very important that we're going to talk about. So the route that I'm going to cover here grabs 20 missiles total through the entire run. If you are a beginner, I would recommend grabbing 25, honestly. If you decide that you want to grab 25 missiles, there is a missile pack in this room. Up here. Okay? We're going to be grabbing high jump in this room. And and then exiting out. Just grab it. Then we exit out through this door. And if we're grabbing the missiles, we're going up. If we're skipping the missiles, we're going down. And whether or not we go up or down changes how we enter the room as well, because otherwise, what will happen is we'll get stuck. This door is locked. And the reason it's locked is because it doesn't unlock until you kill this little guy. Okay? See how it's flashing now and we can get out? So because of that, you need to decide if you're grabbing that missile pack or not when you're first entering this room. And if you are, that changes how you do the room compared to if you're not. So if you are grabbing the missile pack, after you kill this guy, you want to jump up and shoot the door to unlock it. And then you roll on down through. Grab high jump. Jump out of the door. Let's grab here, morph here, grab the missiles, bomb the block, roll through, and you'll see that the door is open. Okay. Okay. So just keep that in mind. If you're grabbing 25 missiles, that's the very basic version of how you want to do this sequence of rooms here. If you're skipping the missile pack, that's what I'm going to focus on here. There's a couple different ways to approach this room. So you should have a charge shot primed as you're entering this room. You want to jump into the energy tank. You don't want to bonk this podium, because then this guy's going to be out of the way. You can still get him like that, but technically you want to jump over the podium. You want to land on this block right here. Okay? You want to be aiming down, and then you want to turn just as you're over the block, and that will give you a quick drop. While you're turning, let go of shoot, and Samus will automatically release the charge shot downwards by doing that. If you want to go really fast, just tap right here, release shoot, and then press down. And if you time it correctly, Samus won't even bounce when she lands as a morph ball, and you can just roll on through. If you do that, you're going to be skipping any drop that this Nova might drop, so you don't want to do that if you're low on missiles or supers, because it will sometimes drop you a missile or a super. So yeah, so that's how you do that. If you land like standing or whatever, that's fine. Just quickly morph and then roll to the left. Like that. That's fine. And if you do it that way, then you'll also get the drop, if it drops one. Alright. When we get to the bottom here, I roll left, and then while I'm underneath this part of the wall, I actually hold up. So I'm holding angle up on the left angle up, so left and up. Then see how even though I'm holding angle up, Samus isn't unmorphing. When we get to about here, I press jump, which makes Samus unmorph, and it makes it so that she's automatically aiming at an angle up position. And then I just shoot the door. I don't know if I can. Okay, yeah. So you have to delay your shot just a little bit, but that's how I like to approach this room. And the reason that I do it that way is because I was holding left and then pressing up and trying to angle up that way, and I just kept missing the door. And when I decided to approach it this way instead, where I kind of buffer my angle up while I'm rolling underneath this part right here, that made it a lot easier for me. So just to show kind of what this room looks like all the way through, that's what it looks like. Angle up here, jump, shoot, and jump and ledge grab on the door. So jump before the energy tank, collect the energy tank, quick drop through the block, release the charge shot on the Nova, morph, roll left, fall through the whole tunnel thing here, angle up, unmorph after you're past this, because if you unmorph early, you're gonna get stuck right here. You want to make sure that you wait, shoot the door, jump and ledge grab and run through the door. Okay. Next. This room's pretty basic, but one thing to note is that this is actually two separate blocks here. It's pretty easy to hit both blocks at the same time with Spazer, but unfortunately we don't have Spazer. Spazer is an optional item that you can grab for KPDR if you want to, but it slows you down quite a bit because you have to pause and disable it and stuff at different points in the run. So that's why I didn't discuss grabbing it at all. But if you were to grab it, it would actually be during the previous section before you go to kraid. So to break both of these blocks with a P shot, you need to shoot right on the seam between them. And I wish that I had a secret for this, but I really don't. It's just kind of, I've gotten used to it by practicing it. So just try to aim for the seam and then shoot to reveal high jump on your way down, grab high jump, jump back over, open the door on your way down, and then do a little teeny short hop on your way out the door. And that's that entire room. Okay. Do a soft morph and roll back here. And you can either wait for just a second, shoot twice, and that will kill the Nova. Or you can quickly jump up and lay a bomb on your way up, and that will also kill the Nova. It's important that we kill this Nova, because if we don't, again, we're locked here. Okay? So we can't get out of this room unless we kill the Nova. The faster strat is to do the bomb. You take a little damage. And then this block and this block can both be bombed out. See that? So that's how we actually get out if you go this way and you skip the missiles. The fastest way to do that is to lay a bomb underneath the podium and then tap right. By doing that, Samus will bounce up at an angle and then just hold right, lay another bomb, and it will break out this block here, and you can jump up, shoot the door, and jump out of the room. Have you done any work on the exit from high jump boots where you run off the top of the pillar? I don't think that's possible without Spazer. Am I wrong on that? I don't think it's possible without Spazer. It is possible without Spazer. That is faster than doing the other thing then. However, it seems like that's probably pretty hard. Because if you miss this ledge grab and you fall back down, that's really bad. And if you bonk there, that's bad too. But yeah, that's something to consider for sure. I personally would just main the other thing that I mentioned, but I didn't know that was possible. So thank you, Professor School. That's one of the reasons I like doing these tutorials. People always teach me things too. Pretty cool. So lay a bomb underneath the podium, tap right. You do not want to remain in morph, because if you do, you'll bounce up like that, and that's slow. So you want to lay a bomb and then unmorph. Sorry. You want to lay a bomb and then time your unmorph so that Samus won't bounce. So wait for it to explode and then time your unmorph. Because, okay, so I'll just show this here. So bombs bounce you up, obviously. They also bounce you up from a crouch or from a stand, okay? But they will not bounce you if you are in an uninterruptible animation. See that? So you want to time your unmorph here. Just do it right before the bomb goes off, basically. Just to make sure that you don't bounce up. And then jump as you're leaving this room. This next room, do a wall jump right here. Ledge grab here, jump up. Wall jump. Here, ledge grab, jump, shoot, and aim down to land. We're aiming down to land to fix this door. And then do a late jump through the door. Wall jump, ledge grab, wall jump, ledge grab, shoot, aim down, land. Late jump through the door. And that's it. That is that room. I don't know how else to explain that room. Maybe I shouldn't be doing a tutorial tonight because I'm kind of tired. And probably not going to explain things very well, but yeah, can't think of how else to explain this room. The reason we're jumping through this door is so that we can shoot that out. If we just run through the door, then we have to jump. And that's bad. So it's faster to jump through the door early so that we can shoot out this block. Alright, here is where we need missiles. So there are these mini Duskigas that hop around in here. They do a lot of damage, and bonking them is also slow, so if possible, we do not want to bonk them. So that is why when we were leaving Kraid in the previous section of the tutorial, I was mentioning that you want a minimum number of missiles. You want a minimum of 3 missiles entering this room. And that is because they will die in 1 missile and 1 P-shot. See that? So, the way that I do this room, it's gonna be hard to explain, but I will do my best. We shoot out the block here at the top, and then I auto deselect a missile, okay? We run forward with an auto deselected missile, and we shoot twice, pretty much immediately. That will kill the first mini Duskiga. Then, once we pass this pillar, we shoot another P-shot, we switch to missiles, and we shoot another missile. So it's kind of like a mirrored set of shots. So you do a missile, P-shot, P-shot, missile. Then you select supers. You jump up, you ledge grab onto this platform right here. And then what I like to do is a straight jump. I shoot the door, I down grab, and run through. Like that. If you have extra missiles, and this is one of the reasons that I say if you're just starting out, 25 missiles is probably a good idea. You can just shoot 4 missiles here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then select supers and run on through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to supers. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to supers and go. All right. So that's that room. I know it's kind of complicated, but did my best. Did my best to explain it. Pseudo screw into mock ball is a nice backup if you're low on missiles too. I never did that because I'm dumb, but that does sound like a nice backup. Sounds kind of slow, but it's probably better than taking damage. I don't know. For this room, you need to do a late jump and then mock ball across this pillar here. You technically don't have to do a short jump. You can just hold jump if you jump late enough. But then you might actually clear the pillar. Like this, and that's kind of bad. So just doing a short hop here, short hop mock ball is kind of the recommendation. You don't want to jump too early either, or you'll bonk here, and that's really bad. So do kind of a late short hop mock ball, land here. When you unmorph, charge a shot. Come on, dude. Charge a shot, jump over this pillar. Okay, and then you want to avoid that guy. The pseudo screw is for the Nova. It's not for the Garuda, which is these pink flying guys. If it gets used on the Garuda, that's okay. Oops, I used it on the Garuda. Then you can either bonk the Nova or you can K go through it. But ideally, we want to pseudo screw through the Nova here. So after you jump over the pillar, turn left just a little bit so that you land kind of on this corner here. You don't want to land too far or else you're going to fall when you go to run off. Okay, so you want to land kind of on the corner just to get more run speed. You want to do a late jump up and over, and then down through the Nova. Don't fire your super too early. Sometimes you're gonna be in a situation where you only have one super left, and if that happens, then you're just screwed. Your run is over, basically. There's a clip, I forget who it was, but there's a clip from a long time ago where somebody bonks their super, and then they go and they kill every single enemy in the room trying to get another super, and they never get one. And they're just like, well, that sucks. Or maybe they do get one. Maybe they did get one and then they bonked it again. So like they get it, and then they're on their way back, and then they just freaking bonk it again. That's probably what it was. That's probably why it ended up as a clip. See, so that's okay. It's okay that the Garuda caught up to us and wasted our pseudo screw. Just K go through or dodge the Nova. You were looking for that clip the other day, Rhea? I'm glad somebody else has seen it too. But yeah, that's this room. It's actually, this is a pretty fun room once you get it down, but it is pretty hard. So be patient with yourself while you're figuring out how to do it fast. And then the last thing I'll say is that you do want some run speed going into the next room. So try not to bonk the door, and I like to start from right around here, if possible. Alright. Fastest strat through Rising Tide is to go up top. Not not supposed to fall there, but that's more or less what it looks like. Oops. Try and do it one more time here if I can get Samus to morph. Like that. What a lot of people opt to do instead when they're starting is to go along the bottom. You can, if you time your jump right and you get lucky, you can do a mock ball here and not bonk this guy. But it is pretty hard, and it's RNG dependent. So we bonked that guy because he was in the way. But like I said, you might get lucky and get a mock ball further on through. But yeah, if you do go along the bottom, I think you want to unmorph after that guy, or maybe it's after that guy. Yeah, it looks like basically the later the better, but you don't want to be rolling through the lava. But yeah, going above is faster. It is definitely harder. It's faster and you save a little health. So the way that works is you want to do a bounce ball on this first one that you connect with. You unmorph once you get to this next platform. Run and jump, do a deboost off the Nova onto this platform. Use your iframes to run through the next one. Deboost iframes. Do another late jump and land on this platform. You want to land kind of on the left of this platform so you can get enough run speed. Do a jump over the pillar and onto this next one. If you land on the right and you try and do it, you're going to land in the lava, or where the lava's coming up instead, and that's bad. So I like to aim for the left side of the platform. Once you're on this platform and you're running forward, you can shoot and it will hit the door. And then you just want to make sure that you do another late jump. And you'll jump across to this ledge here and you can run through the door. And you want to charge shot as you're running through this door, by the way. Oops. Alright. So the reason we have a charge shot here, there's a couple different ways you can deal with this room. I'm going to talk about the way that I do it first. So I hold my charge shot to kill this waver. And then I run up against the door, run back, do a late jump, and then you want to wall jump off of Bubble Mountain right here. During your jump, after the waver is dead, you want to select missiles. So you have missiles selected, you do a wall jump, you do another wall jump, you missile the kack as you're passing it on the way up. Good old King Kack. You switch to supers, and you super the door on your way down, and then the waver will be in a good position that you want to deboost off of it through the door. Okay. You do not want any missiles or supers selected as you enter this next room. For this category. Don't shoot your missile too early or that can happen. That's really bad. And if you see King Kack kind of swelling up on your first wall jump, you want to delay. So sometimes he'll be swelling up and you want to delay a little bit. Man, there we go. You want to delay until he he fires his spinies and then you go. Because otherwise, he has a habit of timing his spinies just at the wrong time where they'll knock you down, and that is terrible. Now, there is another way to do this room that avoids that entirely, and that is to kill King Kack with a charged shot that you release on your way down, like that. Basically, I personally don't like doing that because it requires you to kind of stop and jump higher here. Oops. And also, just the way that I hold the controller, it's not comfortable for me. I have to basically like really stop, let go of dash, jump up, hold my charged shot, fire it, etc., etc. But again, if you're just starting and King Kack is giving you a lot of trouble, you don't have to do the fast method like that. You can absolutely kind of do that sort of a thing. The Waver also won't be in a good position to deboost if you do that, and that's okay. Alright. There is also a right side wall jump here. I do not recommend it for this category because it's very difficult, and you don't have Ice Beam to back up if you happen to fail it. So I wouldn't recommend doing that in this category. Deboost through the room. Okay. Then you just uppercut because it's the easiest thing ever. And then you win the game. Uppercut is really hard. I honestly wouldn't recommend it for most people. Instead, what I would recommend in this room is to crouch and shoot twice, and then wall jump up. Or you can shoot 3 times. You can... if you enter this room without a deboost, you can hold a shot an angle up shot as you enter, and it will kill that second scree as well. And then you just crouch, shoot twice. The first shot kills the scree that's hanging out right there, and then the second shot breaks the blocks that we need to jump up through. But if you get a deboost into the room, just crouch and shoot twice and then go. It's not really worth killing these screes for farms, to be quite honest, because they have a 50% nothing drop rate. (53.73% nothing drop rate. So it's really not worth killing them for farms, to be quite honest. So that's why I don't recommend like intentionally trying to kill the other ones. I just shoot the one, shoot the ceiling out, and then we want to do 1 farm on these bugs. So we wall jump up and then we shoot up right here because there's a block that's in our way. So once we land on this ledge, we shoot up, and then we jump up, do an angled down shot to kill the bugs when they're coming out. Once we collect the farms, then you want to jump back across the gap and jump through this door to fix it. If you do want to do the uppercut, the way that works is you fire once, then you do a gap skip across these bubbles right here. So you aim down as you run off. You do a gap skip, and then you do a late jump. And after you jump, you aim up and fire. Fire when you're far right enough that it will hit the block on your way up. And that's how uppercut works. It's much easier with Spazer. With a P-shot, it's actually really difficult. So I wouldn't recommend it in this category. But I go for it because I'm stupid. Alright, you can hold angle and down entering this room to kind of force Samus to land a little bit earlier. Just watch out if you have too much run speed. You might land too far to the right and then fall through these crumble blocks like that, and that's really bad. So you can just like purposely bonk this thing, or just try to land on these bubbles, basically, if possible. It might even still happen if you land too far out on the bubbles, but you can arm pump through this entire room. Don't need to worry about the slopes. They're not steep enough that you'll fall off. And then, depending on how many supers you have from the first speed farm that you did, you can either super this door, or you can use 5 missiles on the door. If you're using 5 missiles, you want to start firing them in the middle of the third set of spikes. 1, 2, 3. Start firing your 5 missiles. And then you want to stop just briefly before the door and then run through. Okay. If you're using a super, then you don't need to stop at all, and you can fire once you're passing the 4th set of spikes. Alright. Jump, fire, aim down, and turn as you're collecting speed booster. And then fire again to shoot the door open and jump across the gap and run out. And that's that entire room. Come on. Come on, Samus. There we go. Arm pump on your way out. And then fire at the top of the 3rd slope. Jump through the door. Hold angle down and then release it, and Samus will kind of slow her momentum here. And after doing that, fire a shot, and it will kill all the bugs in the spawner again. Okay. Collect the drops. And then, basically, we want at least 3 supers leaving here, and if possible, we want full health and full missiles. So that was good. That's not good. So then we do another farm and hope for supers. I never do more than 2 farms here, but we want to do only 1 if possible. So after your first farm, you hold angle down and do a jump to shoot out that block right there. And then just check your resources and see if you're comfortable leaving. And if you are, jump, aim down, and shoot on your way down into the gap. If you shoot through the middle, it will break this block here as well. And then you can do a damage boost off the scree. So you wanna be holding jump as you're falling here, but you don't want to jump all the way up. That's bad. So you wanna jump, release jump, and then repress it here, and then just damage boost off the screen. Open the door and go through. There's another strat that involves opening the door and then turning and boosting off the screen and through the door. It's much harder, and when I've been able to do it, it wasn't much faster, so I don't recommend doing that, but you might see some people doing it, and if you do, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just doing something really hard and really cool. But yeah, that's this room is called Bat Cave. That's Bat Cave on the way out. All right. Now we're gonna go down and get wave beam. Spoilers. So just do a short hop here, shoot the door, and then run through. I do 2 arm pumps, and then a deboost off of the orb. You don't have to do this deboost, it's pretty hard, but it is the fastest way through the room. Just like that. So you do the deboost. Basically you want to be holding forward for the beginning of this deboost and then move backward. What that does is a forward deboost pushes Samus down a little bit before she boosts backwards. So that puts her in a position so that she can do this movement to get around this ledge right here. You do want to jump across this gap. You don't want to gap skip it, because if you gap skip it, you're actually gonna make a really bad door transition here. So don't gap skip like that. Just jump across the gap and then run through. If you don't want to do the deboost, you can missile these 2 guys and then do that instead. The reason that you want to missile, at the very least, missile the dragon because he's in your way, but you can also missile the orb called the Viola, I believe. The reason you would do that is for lag reduction. Alright, moving on. For this room, you want to jump across this first platform. You don't actually want to land on it. You want to fire a shot that goes underneath this stalactite. Okay? You want it to kind of go just barely underneath it, not too far underneath. It's okay if it actually touches it a little bit. That position will fire the beam in a way that it will open the gate for it. Okay? Then you just do some more jumps across these floating platforms. Ledge grab the left side of this platform under the gate. Have super missiles selected, so after you fire to open the gate, you will want to select your supers. Unless you don't have enough supers, in which case you want to select missiles. And again, we want to have 3 supers leaving speed. So if we had 3 leaving speed, we would have 2 right now. 2 is enough here. If you only have 1 super here, use missiles instead. Supers, grab these missiles, do a late jump off of the platform on the left side over there. Jump across the gap, do a wall jump, shoot your super, and down grab to open the door, and then run through. Okay. This is a lot like Speed Booster, where we shoot the item, aim down, do the thing. You don't have to aim down technically. The aim down turn animation is longer than the non-aim down turn animation, so makes it more likely that you'll grab the item when you're turning around. Also, if you aim down turn, Samus continues moving to the right a little bit, where if you don't aim down turn and you push left, she just immediately stops like that. So just makes it easier to get the turn on the item. Jump across the gap, land on the right side here. You do not need to be like pixel perfectly on the furthest for this part right here. It's okay if you land like kind of far in. Reason being that Speed Booster affects Samus's jumps in kind of weird ways, where sometimes she'll jump higher, and then if you have a couple more frames of Speed Booster after that, she'll actually jump lower. So don't stress too much about being on the far right of this platform. Just make sure that you're not like landing super close to the door, and you should have enough run speed to do this next strat. You want to do a late jump off of this ledge, and then aim down and quick drop through these fake spikes that are actually crumble blocks on the left side. As you land, you want to morph. So you're already aiming down, you want to morph. You want to stay in spin here for a little bit. That will help you get a little bit more distance, because a spin jump gives you more forward. You move more pixels forward in spin jump than you do in non-spin jump. So stay in spin here for a little bit, and then aim down, turn right, and then morph, and then roll back to the left. There is a deboost strat here. I cannot make it faster, but it does exist. But taking less damage is also good here. So yeah, jump, late jump off the ledge, down turn, roll under the gap, under the tunnel, unmorph as soon as you can here, run forward, and then jump on the right side of this mound. That will get you the right jump that you need. It will get you up here so you can do a wall jump off of the ledge, off the platform. Wall jump up, shoot the door, and run through. If you time your jump wrong and you think you're going to be too low, you can back it up with the floating platform as it's coming down. I actually did that in one of my more recent PBs. So you can do that sort of a thing. And it's not that much slower either, which is nice. Okay. All right. We do want to gap skip here on our way out. I do not like trying to snipe the door on the exit, no. I don't find myself waiting for the door, and it's kind of a hard shot, so. Also, you can't do that in Hundo with Spazer. You can only do it with just wave, interestingly enough. You do want to do a gap skip here, and then you want to jump up and fire upward with wave beam, and it will open the door for you. We'll open the door early. After that, you want to quickly land. You're holding your shot here to get a charge shot. You want to quickly land an arm pump underneath this dragon here. Make sure that you don't do it too far to the right, or the shot won't open the door. Okay, and then ledge grab here and run through the door. In this room, you want to jump up, release your charge shot to kill the kack. And then if you're crazy like me, you go for a bomb spread. Like that. Bomb spread involves a frame-perfect morph at the end of a turnaround while you have a charge. So if you try and morph when you have a charge, you'll notice that Samus won't, in the air, excuse me, you'll notice that Samus won't do it. But if you turn, I can make this happen. If you turn and then press down again at the end of the turn, she will do it. And then if you release down after morphing, notice how the ball is flashing. It will continue doing that until either the bombs eventually time out and blow out like that, or the bombs will come out when you release down. Get out of my way, Waver. Get out of my way. Okay? So, yeah, those bombs came out because I released down early. Alright? So that's how bomb spreads work. Basically, I kind of shift my thumb a little bit when I'm coming into this room into a position that is more comfortable to make it happen. You can do it either to the right or to the left. But it's pretty hard, and it's a very advanced move for sure. Zost actually gets mad at me every time I do it because he struggles to do it. So it's not an easy trick by any means. Alternatively, you can just kill the kack, fire some wave beam shots downward. We're firing wave beam shots downward to break these blocks here. Okay, so we land down here. And then you want to fire an angled down shot. Kill the Nova right there. Lay a bomb in the corner as you land. Roll through, lay another bomb, unmorph, and do an angle down shot to kill that Nova. Then you want to remorph so you don't get bounced by the bomb. Roll on through, lay another bomb, shoot, mess that up, shoot and morph. That will open the door and prevent you from getting bounced by the bomb. Unmorph as you come out of the tunnel and off this block here. Jump across the gap and run through. Hey Eagle, thanks for the raid, man. Do that one more time. There is a moonfall strat here. I could never make it really worth it, personally. But it does exist, where basically you just do that sort of a thing. So that was a 1056 versus no moonfall. If you optimize the moonfall, it's definitely faster, but it's not faster than doing a bomb spread. Doing a bomb spread is fastest for sure. And I'm good at the bomb spread, so that's what I like to do. The self shout out. Okay. So run, jump across the gap, shoot the door, run on through. Speed boost through all these blocks. There's a mound right here that you want to shoot when you're crossing underneath it. That will open the door. And you want to hold your shot when you do that and jump through the door. Holding the shot is important here, because it makes it so that you can hold angle down and aim down and automatically buffer a shot to open the door on the left side there. So I'm just holding angle down and aim down here, and the door automatically gets opened, and Samus also skips skips the save station, gets across the gap, and lands. Alright, jump through the door. Generally, you're going to want to farm 2 Novas in this room. So do a wall jump off the wall. Then do an angle up shot. Hey Geo, how's it going? Do an angle up shot on your way up to kill the first Nova, and then do an up shot after you land to kill the second Nova. I have a habit of selecting supers here because in Hundo we open this door and run through. We're not doing that here. So just ignore the fact that I'm selecting supers and then deselecting them. There's no reason for that. And yeah. Ledge grab here, ledge grab here, ledge grab here, up the elevator. Alright, I can end here, or we can talk about Red Tower and Ocean Fly and then end there. What do you guys want? This is a solid hour. We've been recording for 55 minutes. So no, I'm not gonna do the PBs. I could do to I guess I could do the elevator after power bombs and start off with Ocean Fly, the next section. Let's do that. Yes. All right. Hold left and shoot here. This isn't necessarily fastest, but it's most comfortable for me. I hold dash and left until I get to this line right here in the background, and then I release and repress left. Okay, and we're holding shoot this entire time. What that does is it kind of buffers an automatic stutter. Then you release dash and shoot, which will automatically release the shot to open the next door, and then you repress dash on these weeds right here, which gives you basically a tap for your short charge. And if you're not familiar with short charging, I have a few different tutorials on that. So here how speed booster is already charging there. So again, hold left and shoot, release and repress left on the line, release everything except for left, repress dash and shoot on the weed. Charge your speed booster here after releasing shot during the transition out of the tube. So we're releasing shot here. Charge the shine spark, repress shoot. And release shoot. So we're just repressing it and then releasing it in the door. That will buffer a first shot on the kack, and then you want to jump and do a second angle down shot on the kack, and then a straight shot before landing if possible to open the door. From there, crouch, and then activate a shine spark and go left. So you crouch, press jump, hold jump, and then press forward. And Samus will do a shine spark through the door. This is Alpha Spark. You don't have to go for this if you're a beginner. It does drain a bit of health, and maybe you want that health for like your Phantoon fight. But it is the fastest strat and really cool. If you really don't want to do Alpha Spark, you can jump across here and then buffer an angle up shot coming through the door. That will kill that scree, and then you can do a damage boost off the particle. I'll try to show that at least once. Like that. Okay. But I I like Alpha Spark for sure. Make sure you don't accidentally skip this super drop from the kack. It's pretty important. You're gonna crash on the door. You want to hold down and shoot, and then release both of those after the door opens, and then repress left at the end of the door opening animation. And if you time it correctly, you can land on the ledge and then jump through, instead of landing on the bottom part and then having to jump into the door frame and then jump through. It's like that. That saves more time than you would think. Wall jump up the right wall until you get to this ledge. Then do a running jump and do another wall jump off of this ledge right here. Jump up, aim up, shoot. That will break both of those blocks right here. And then you should be holding dash this entire time. Jump, ledge grab here, ledge grab here, ledge grab here. I like to fire a shot and farm this bug here. You don't have to do that. But if you do, you need to wait for the drop and then jump up and ledge grab here, 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 ledge grab here. Okay, I am not qualified to talk about the easy strat here. I will do my best, but I honestly don't actually know 100% how it works. What I do know is that you need to jump up a little bit to move that second ripper out of the way. Then you fire a shot and follow it up, but you need to wait until the shot has like left the screen so that it can pass these rippers or something. Oops. So you jump up. I think that did it. Yeah, it did. You jump up just a little bit to move the ripper out of the way. You fire a shot, you follow the shot up, and then I think you need to delay your wall jump. Something funky like that. Once the top block is broken, you want to use this weed on the left side of the wall as your visual cue for what to jump off of. So right there, and then you do a wall jump off of the weed, and then off of the right side here, and get up in. Okay. I'll try and show that version of the strat one more time. Like that, basically. There is absolutely nothing wrong, especially if you're a beginner. There is nothing wrong with wall jumping up, breaking the block, falling down, and then wall jumping back up. The only thing is that you're gonna have to kind of time your wall jumps to wait for the rippers to be out of the way, which can be kind of hard, but there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. The fastest strat here involves using a shot at the top instead and doing a down grab like that. The way that works basically, the cue, instead of jumping off of the weed, we're doing a really late wall jump off the wall above the weed, and then unspinning with angle up and firing immediately. But notice how we still didn't make it over that time right there. That's because you also have to do a down grab to make this work. It's a very nice looking strat when you do it, yeah. Okay. Some people like to buffer a shot right here, so they'll shoot and then wall jump, and then a shot will come out automatically when they angle up. Personally, I don't like that. I find it harder, but you might find it easier. So try that if you're trying to do this strat and it's giving you a hard time. Again, just fire a shot right here, fire a shot, and then jump immediately. And that will buffer a charge shot that will automatically release at the top. And that is Red Tower. Sorry, I don't feel like that was a very good explanation. But, doing my best. Alright, in this room, you can just hold jump and left and buffer a jump into the spikes and then deboost across. Just keep in mind, if you do your boost wrong, you're gonna end up in a vile plume like that. So I instead like to time my jump just a little bit after the door, so we end up boosting off the right side of the spikes instead, because ending up in the vile plume is really bad. The other thing that I like to do is hold a shot coming out of this door, and then do that, and it will kill those two Zilas if you do it correctly, and that's free drops. Okay. So deboost across, kill the Zilas, get free drops. Jump, shoot, and boost off the spikes right here. Open the door. Hold angle down with a charge shot coming out of the door. Run into the gap, aim down and shoot once. You can weave all the way down if you hold right. So as you're falling here, hold right. And then after you pass this, go back left. And then you need to time your right press after the caterpillar. That's the hard part. And then time the left press back. You want to land on the ledge here on the corner, and then bounce into the bottom part, and that will actually fix the door a little bit for you. If you're having trouble with the weave, you can instead soft morph onto this platform and then weave down. That's quite a bit easier. Like that. That's also more or less what you have to do in PRKD. It's possible to do the weave all the way down in PRKD, but it's really freaking hard. So there's nothing wrong with landing on that first platform. And, you know, maybe you don't want to ball down at all, and that's okay too. We're shooting a wave beam shot down right here to break this block. Just keep in mind, it's also breaking a block right here when we do that. Super the door and run on through. Jump. Deboost off these yellow sponges. Hold a shot. Select missiles as you are approaching the power bombs. Then select power bombs on your way out of the room, which is that's the entire room. We just do another deboost off of, this time, the left set of sponges. Hold a shot and bonk the door. We specifically want to bonk this door while holding dash and running through. What that does is you release dash as you come out of this door, and that gives Samus the perfect running speed to do a jump all the way up here. If you hold dash and then jump, you're not going to jump high enough. See that? But if you just hold dash, bonk the door, and run through, and then release dash during the door transition, Samus will have the perfect amount of run speed to jump up here. Once you land up here, shoot up, jump up through the gap, shoot up again once you get up here. This upshot hits that kack as you jump up. Shoot up, jump, and do an angle up shot. Hopefully this kack on the right side is in the right spot. If it's crawling to the right, you might miss that first angle up shot, and that's really annoying, but it's just something that happens sometimes. So do an angle up shot and then an angle down shot. Morph, lay the power bomb, jump up, fire another shot to kill this kack as well. Select its drop, and then ledge grab here, wall jump here, ledge grab here, up the elevator. Yes, that is the effect of the speed booster thing that I mentioned in the wave beam room. The jump height thing, this is the exact same effect. And that is this room. If the cacks spike you, it kind of sucks, but like I said, like, that's RNG. If they're gonna swell up and throw spinies at you, you just kind of have to deal with it. All right. See, that was really bad, but whatever. Okay. That's gonna do it for part 3. I really appreciate you guys. Sorry I'm not doing any runs today. We will talk more about any percent classic / KPDR probably tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm going to end this here. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Yo, Andreas, thanks for the bits. Thanks for the 1,500 bits. That's a lot of bits, thank you. This will be on YouTube, yes. Parts 1 and 2 are already up. So. Alright. I'm gonna end the recording now. And, yeah. Thanks again.